Hello one and all, and welcome to YouTuber Review, a show where we go through some of the biggest names in YouTube and analyze them for their quality of content, the current status of their channels, and the personalities they put behind it, while at the same time giving them a minor helping of criticism, but only as long as you spell minor like this. On our last episode, the Mighty Wheel selection chose none other than the gaming gods of YouTube, the GameGrumps, a comedy-themed gaming channel hosted by a cast of colorful characters such as Aaron Hansen, Dan Avidan, Ross O'Donovan, Barry the Editor Guy, Brian the Really Smart Guy, and Susie the Girl Guy, and sometimes other guys. And unlike a lot of gaming channels where the focus is the game itself, on the GameGrumps channel, most of the time the gameplay takes a backseat to the personalities, meaning even if they pick a game that you aren't particularly fond of or really don't even know what it's about, you'll still likely watch the episode anyways, as the gameplay itself, although a core item, is not the main source of entertainment for the videos. Instead, the meat of the content comes from the personalities and their conversations, which is good because these guys talk. A lot. So much so that there's barely even a second in a few videos where they don't talk. And somehow they manage to stay funny the entire time. And the good thing is, their comedy spans all ages. They have jokes for kids, teenagers, young adults, people their age, basically everyone besides seniors, because they can fuck off. And this is good because no matter really how old you are, you'll still find something to laugh at in their content. But before I start talking about them too much, let's just get into the main review. The legendary channel known as the GameGrumps, according to their About page, joined the wonderful website known as YouTube on July 10th, 2012. And the description tells their upload schedule, being the regular GameGrumps episodes coming at 10 and 2 every day, Steam Train uploading every day at 12 p.m., and then Grumpcade uploading on some days at 12 p.m. Meaning on some days, that's 4 videos in one day. That's a lot of videos. And the thing is, I try to scroll through the entire channel to find all of these videos and see exactly how many that amounted to. And well, I was scrolling for about 8 minutes straight, just going through each one of these pages, and well, let's just say you're looking at this at 2000 speed. This was about 8 minutes of footage of me just scrolling through all these videos. And literally, I got to the very end of this, and guess what? I couldn't go back. I only got to see about 2 or 3 years back. The page literally stopped loading. There was that many videos. This would be the first episode if you were to just scroll through it all because, well, there were so many videos, YouTube absolutely refused to load them all. So the first video here is Electronic Super Joy, Part 3. And to all GameGrumps fans out there, no, I'm not going to present that as their first video because I know that's absolute bullshit. Honestly, that video was long after the JonTron era, because if you didn't know, the GameGrumps actually started as JonTron and Aaron Hansen, and their first video was posted only a few days after the channel's creation. But we are getting a bit ahead of ourselves here, so let's just get right back on track. In the 4 years that the GameGrumps have been around, they have gained themselves an amazing following. I mean, honestly, look at that number. Why is everyone so grumpy all the time? And as stated before, have a very large cast, most of them listed here, including Mortimer, which is run by Susie Hansen, and from what I can tell, she does a lot of unboxing videos and outfit videos. Then there's Rubber Ninja, which is run by Ross O'Donovan. He does a lot of animations, they're pretty cool. Then of course there's Ninja Sex Party, which is run by Dan and Brian. And Ninja Sex Party is a band that's basically comedy, with most of their songs being very mature in nature. Seriously, this is not the type of album you want to be buying your 5-year-old. This screenshot alone should be an explanation as to why you wouldn't want to do that, but just in case you're not convinced. Let's hit the road. I was so close. Seriously, I challenge any of you to go pull up a Ninja Sex Party video, go up to your parents, and wait and see how long it takes for them to give you very strange looks. I did this myself, and it only took about 5 seconds before my parents started questioning what the fuck I'm looking at on the internet. But the reason I spent so much time on this channel is not only because the lead singer is Dan Avidan, who is a main GameGrump, but also because it flows into the next channel quite well. That channel, of course, being Egoraptor, which is run by Aaron Hansen, who started off by doing animations as well, but more recently has become a hub for uploading music videos for the band Starbomb, which is a band that he himself and Ninja Sex Party are a part of. So basically, the GameGrumps are a band, and that's pretty cool. But lastly, we cannot go through this without showing you JonTron, who of course was an original Grump, and now he basically focuses on his channel where he creates a video every month or so. But that's completely fine because whenever he does upload, the video ends up being complete gold. But I do find it strange that JonTron, even though he was an original Grump, is not featured. So guys, just get your tinfoil hats ready, okay? Conspiracy theories are on the horizon. But besides that, we've caught up with ourselves now, so we're gonna skip the very first video, because basically it was just an introduction to their channel, and I know you guys are interested in the gameplay. So let's take a look at the GameGrumps' first Let's Play video, which just so happened to be on the game Kirby Superstar, and was posted on the same exact day as their channel trailer. Let's give it a watch.
Alright, if you don't know me, I'm JonTron and he's Egoraptor.
Wait, I'm JonTron and he's Egoraptor?
Exactly.
You're good at this.
I'm JonTron and he's Egoraptor.
You're good at this.
Is this your first time playing this game?
No. Shall we explain copy?
No!
Who do you think you are? Who do you think I am?
Who do you think you are? Talking to me like this. Okay.
Alright, so do you remember how to do me?
Okay.
Make me appear?
Now the first thing, do me, gooey?
You gotta make me.
So just by listening to it, you can tell that they were very new at this and really had not set into their personalities yet, didn't really know exactly what they were doing. But when looking at any channel's first video, that really is the problem. Most of them don't know what they're doing yet, they're not used to doing this type of stuff, and it kind of suffers a little bit because of that. Not to say their commentary wasn't good, they did really good in the video, and they had a very good dynamic with one another, but you could just tell that they were a bit uncomfortable with this, and they hadn't really settled into their personalities yet for this type of show. A main giveaway of this being they didn't really talk to each other, but instead opted to use the gameplay as a crutch for whatever they would say. There weren't really many stories or tangents going on with the video, but if I were to give them a score on this first video alone, I would likely give them a 5 because it was just average at best. They didn't even have an outro at this point, but still, their personalities and commentary carried it along. But before the entire Game Grump fanbase comes down on this video and tears me a new one, I am not grading them on this video alone, don't worry, okay? I'm doing this to show you how it improved, which after a while the Game Grumps did, and they did it extremely well, getting more and more comfortable with each passing recording, and at the same time letting more and more of their personalities come out. Unfortunately though, after only a year on the show, JonTron decided that it was time to leave, in his goodbye video stating that it was for the purposes of his own channel, opening the door for the Game Grumps' newest host, Dan Avidan.
What?
And from their very first video together, their dynamic was absolutely perfect. I feel like Danny had already been doing this for an extremely long time. He seemed to execute the role of a Grump flawlessly, and from the first video alone, the dynamic has only grown stronger. And it seems like more and more funny stuff comes out of it every single day. Now I'm gonna make a pretty big statement here, and this could just because of when I came into the Game Grumps, but I actually like Danny and Aaron a lot better than JonTron and Aaron. They just seem to bond a lot better with one another. Their personalities meshed well. Meanwhile, I would feel like a lot of times JonTron and Aaron's personalities would kind of clash a little bit. This being said, I've watched a lot of the JonTron episodes and I've watched a lot of the ones with Dan, and I just feel like Dan and Aaron do better together. Keep in mind this is just my opinion and you are welcome to disagree with it. But since Danny and Aaron have had a very long time to get to know each other and practice with the Game Grumps, their routine has gone down to a science, and to prove it to you, here is the newest video on their channel, which I had to wait until after they uploaded today to record, Grumps Dream Course Part 22.
And the doctor gave Aaron a serum that he did not recognize, and it turned out to be a form of opium. So Aaron was on opium earlier today, but
still am.
But then you shat yourself uncontrollably, and said to me a line that I will never forget, which is, "Hey Dan, I just shit myself so bad that I sobered up from the opium."
Oh, of course, the day I decide to say that Danny and Aaron are better is the day that they upload a video where both of them are sick as dogs. No, they're fucking perfect. But no, normally they are a lot better than that. There's a lot less pauses. They were just very sick, and most of the talking was having to be done by Dan. But I'm sure if you watch GameGrumps often, you probably know that, as normally their content goes a little something like this.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I shop at Hot Topic. I go there every time there's a sale. I don't care. I wear spiked bracelets because I'm fucking cool.
Yeah.
Nobody can control me, but at the same time, it's like symbolic that I'm also controlled by society. But I don't want to be. I want to release the shackles. Am I making sense?
Yeah. The point is, just because I fucked 3 guys at one time has no bearing on how gay I am or not. I am not. That's what I meant to say.
God! God!
See, that's much better. But believe it or not, gameplay is not the only thing that these people do, and actually they've been involved in other people's projects, most notably being on some YouTube Red series such as Scare Pewdiepie, as well as being on one of MatPat's Game Lab episodes where they actually defused a bomb. By the way, both of those were part of the free videos. Please, YouTube, don't sue me. Plus, they've even done live shows for their audience at the ever so popular GameGrumps Live, as well as done a panel at RTX. So really, they try and keep their fans happy as well as they can. They're constantly doing stuff for their audience, which really is a very, very nice thing to do. They also feature a lot of fan animations on their channel, as a lot of people from GameGrumps were animators, so they really respect other people's animations of highlights. Heck, even when they do have sponsored episodes, they do it in a skit in the beginning of the episode. And a lot of times, these skits are extremely good. A lot of times, you'll actually be looking forward to sponsored videos because they make them so entertaining. I've said before, but I think if the Game Grumps made all commercials, the world would be a better place. Seriously, if you actually manage to make a commercial entertaining and fun, it speaks volume about them as a person. They are extremely talented entertainers, and they are an expert at their craft. And really, I feel like doing an About Them section for this review would be a disservice because they already wear their lives on their sleeves. And really, the best way to learn about these people is to watch their episodes and just hear them talk. But with that being said, I'm sure you guys know exactly where this is going, so let's give them their final score. So if you aren't aware of how we rate channels on this show, we rate them under 4 categories. A 9 to 10 gets a subscribe, a 6 to 8 gets them a check them out, a 4 to 5 gets them a maybe watch one of their videos and make your own opinion, and then a 1 to 3 gets them an avoid at all costs. So what score do the Game Grumps get? Honestly, when looking at them from a purely entertainment standpoint, I have to give them a perfect 10. There's nothing else you can really give them. And if you disagree with that fact, that's perfectly fine. I personally highly enjoy all of their content, and really there's not many Game Grumps episodes that I dislike. Normally every single video leaves me laughing or smiling. I personally love their videos. Their style of comedy I think appeals to a large majority of people, and the more you watch, the more you find the game they're playing is more of an afterthought. Because really you'll find as you watch these videos, the commentary comes first. And with about 4 episodes coming out every single day, you definitely will not be left without much to watch. But with that being said, it is once again time to spin the mighty wheel of selection. Oh my god, I must be dreaming. Lord Bung actually got selected. Holy crap. Thank you, Wheel, for not going one more tick and picking BuzzFeed. I probably would have shot myself several times. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit that like button, and if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. I would love a new addition to the Snake Army. Also, definitely make sure to go check out the Game Grumps. I have one of their videos playing on screen right now. All you have to do is click it. It will send you right to their channel, and you can just watch the very, very long list of videos they have. Seriously, there's probably thousands of them. It's insane. Also, now I am just coming to terms with the fact that I'm endorsing someone down on my screen here that, well, I'm going to be reviewing next week. So, yeah, Lord Bung, go check him out. We're going to be reviewing him Sunday, so that'll be fun. He's on screen there. You might as well go check out his channel before the review happens. But if you don't want to do that, go follow me on Twitter to see updates on future videos and help me decide what those future videos might be. It's pretty fun. Anyways, guys, I'll see you on the next video tomorrow. As always, Whiplash, signing out.